Fine. It is September 12th, 2019. WiKiSPEED stand-up. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay. Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. This week, I did some things that's a little hard to remember because having a busy day. But yeah, so I did order a grab bag of electronic parts. And then there's something I'm missing. I'm trying to remember. There was something I'm still missing. Oh, alligator clips. If I need them, I don't have for the wagon part. So maybe talk about that, and if I'm still on crosstalk. Anyways, so I bit the bullet and I picked a cheap option. I found a kit that had most of the things I need: LEDs, jumpers, resistors of various assorted resistors. So I did that, and there may be other things, but that was the main thing to kind of commit and buy. And they came because I have Prime this month. And so it literally came. It was supposed to be 2-day free delivery, and it came in 2 days. And coming week, I definitely want to at least do some blinkies. I'm a little more hesitant or nervous about actually doing it on the wagon, but that's would be nice. But at least get some of the blinky programs on and do the yeah. It also came with a breadboard, so play with that. And I have a series of exercises, and I also kind of started. Oh yeah, so there's something else I did, which was write. I think this week I wrote I elaborated on the simple exercises I had to write a program that cycles through all the blinky examples and uses some more Python. And blocks, and also, of course, want to do the charitable reporting. Blocks, I got a tax review, not an audit, but I have to send my accountant my receipts for a tax review of a small thing. I mean, it not small, but it's a isolated or a single kind of item, deduction item. So that's a block. And also just family health is a little bit a speed bump right now. So that's it for me.
Okay, it's Michael Olchuk in Saskatoon, Canada. Didn't get much done this week. I was on stand-up last week and posted the video. I still need to get Lauren's GitHub name, so maybe we can do that in crosstalk. And I did some Python programming at work. It wasn't for WiKiSPEED, but I did it at work. And I discovered that there are thousands of modules available for Python. And it's actually worth the effort to search through them and read through some of them, because I saved myself a whole bunch of work by using a module that was already written as opposed to doing the parsing on my own. So.
Awesome.
So I found some other problems that I'm working through and bugs and stuff. Like it's open source. It's not supported real well, so you have to find the bugs kind of on your own. But that's not a lot different than pretty much anything yet. So anyway, that's what I did last week. Next week, looking to get the description and the contracts for the modules, not modules as in Python modules, but modules as in different parts of the Little Red Wagon. Just how the wheels connect to the frame, how the motors are going to be controlled or how they could be controlled. We're going to try and make as generic as possible. But we've got to start on the objects sooner or later, and a written description is probably easier for me than code at this point because I'm not familiar enough with Python to just sit down and write it. So, and that's about it for me, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give myself a 4, 3 for ordering the part, and 1 for coming to the meeting. The team a 10. And I do have another crosstalk item about IDEs for Python debug modules or something like that. Process improvement, unchanged, I'll call it, and that's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to give myself, like I had a target of 3, got 2. Well, that sounds like about 7 out of 10, because I didn't really expect myself to get very much done, and I underachieved. So, team, I'm not sure why you went with 10, but you're getting stuff done. I'm going to go with 9. And process improvement, I will agree with unchanged because we still need to get something to show people. I'm hoping that the contract between modules will get people talking once I post it. Of course, I have to actually do it and post it. So that takes us to crosstalk, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So my question to you is, are you trying one of the IDEs for Python? The one I was gonna, I've got a couple that I played with a bit, and it's a VBox Ubuntu. I was playing with it, and I upgraded VBox, and I haven't been able to get back into Ubuntu. There's some error given. But anyway, I tried. I remember I got excited about something, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. And there's one that's idle, and the one I was interested maybe in is WebSphere, if I can get if it's a decent free version.
Okay. Was idle the one that I had on the video?
I haven't watched the video. Is that this week's video?
Nope. Where I showed how to get from the command prompt to on the default installation for Python. Sorry, default installation on the Raspberry Pi. You went down under the list, and there was
yeah. They have their own. They have their own one. I don't know if it's idle or what, but
that was the only one that I actually looked at. So.
Oh yeah. So no, I mean, there's much more elaborate ones
full. For sure.
Yeah.
I
actually don't know somebody. Go ahead.
Until I actually get far enough into it that it doesn't do something that I need it to, I probably won't look for another one.
Yeah. Yeah. What I was going to say is I was talking to a computer guy I know, and he finally put Ubuntu on his machine. He's an APL programmer. I don't know if you know that. Really old language.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's the grandfather of PL1, which was what was built on, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I was talking to him, and he was saying, so wouldn't you want to develop it on another platform, compile it, and send it over? And I don't know how to do that myself, but it was an interesting suggestion, I thought.
If your desktop is set up with multiple monitors and you can have a whole bunch of stuff running and it's faster for development, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have a machine set up that way because the Pi is on the network. So setting up a share or copying files with FTP or whatever shouldn't be that difficult. I haven't investigated how to do it. Right now, I'm just doing everything on the Pi just because that's where the environment
Yeah.
is, and it's
And that's
powerful
where
enough
you
to do
can
it.
test the pinouts don't exist in any other.
Right.
So, and that's our main interest. So that makes
Yep.
sense to. Now, the other thing I got excited about, and actually I did check this out this week, was the desk that the VNC client.
Oh, okay.
And it was interesting because it gave me a similar error that the other one, Zoom, gave me. Not quite the same, but a similar one in trying to install. I couldn't install it on the Pi, and then I saw that Pi has its own special Raspberry Pi built-in host for VNC and client that you can get. So
Okay.
I'm going to go with that.
So if you're using VNC, you can just go from your tablet into the Raspberry Pi, and you don't really need another development platform, right?
Yeah, except I'm thinking you need to have a screen to turn on the client or what. I'm not sure. You need to get some information from there. And then because I was at a coffee place for the Linux meeting, and I thought, so supposing I don't have a screen, which I don't, a portable one, can I go in from the tablet? And I could, but I'm thinking I might have to open the tablet and set up something before I leave and leave it on. The Pi on.
What
but
I
I'm
would
not sure.
suggest is you set up, like if you use your own Wi-Fi box, your own router,
Yeah.
and you set it up for, set the Pi up for static IP. So
Yeah.
192.168.2.100 or something. And
Yeah.
you then bring that with you, and when you turn on the Pi, you know what address it is, and you can connect to it through your router with your tablet, and then just VNC works, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there's you would take the router along with you.
I think taking the router along is probably the easiest way to do it.
Okay, I'm wondering if there's maybe a script. I could write a script that would run. I could set it up to run when it turns on.
Well, the only like you should be able to have the VNC server should be in the background, ready to go, no matter. Like you can set it up to start when you start up the Pi. The thing is, you need to know what address it is.
Yeah.
And if you're connecting to someone else's router,
public,
you don't have a way of,
right, or a
you don't have a way of figuring it out.
Right. Yeah. So I'm correct that it's a little tricky. You can't just turn on the tablet and use the Pi. You have to do some thinking ahead of time.
Well, you have to come up with a way to figure out what the address of the Pi is.
Yeah. So one way or another, you need actually a screen, except for the router solution.
There are some services that the Pi could just go and connect to, and like send you an email that says, "Here's what my IP address is."
Yeah, you know what? I think
I
have to take a look. I don't know if they mentioned that. There's a kind of a wiki page or a page describing the stuff about VNC with the Pi, and I don't know if it got that far. But anyway, something to check out, and it's sort of cool.
So I can't remember what the IP config translation is in Raspbian, but there's a way to display the IP address, and you can just dump that into a file.
Yeah.
And then FTP it to somewhere. But of course, then you have to have internet access, and I'm not sure if you do when you're out at the
yeah.
group. So
Yeah, we do and I have a secure internet access through my ISP, through my cable people. They have at the place that the restaurant I'm going to is near enough to one of their open Wi-Fi stations, and so it's protected.
okay. Yeah, if you can have the Raspberry Pi send its address to somewhere you can get to it from your tablet, or you can set it up just to be a specific address, then you're in.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of a lot's on the go, and then I think the challenge is to focus and do something that works, not get too diverted by the fun diversions.
Yeah.
So that we can move it along to somewhere that we can show something cool.
Yep. Running it with the remote is fun, but it's not helpful.
Yeah.
It just shows that you have control, right?
I haven't done that for a bit.
Anyway, I haven't actually even pulled that project out for probably a month. I'm itching to get back to it, but my wife wants some renovation stuff done, so I'm
life
gonna have to fit it
life
in
in
between,
truths.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then hence it would be nice to get a couple more people on the project.
Yep. Okey-dokey.
Okay. All right, I've got through that. Yay. I'm scanning in receipts. Great fun.
Yes. Yes. Something that has to be done, but something that's really boring. But you still have to pay attention, because if it goes in sideways or upside down or something, it doesn't work.
Okay. We'll talk soon.
So, yeah, we'll let you go, and hopefully.
Did you have anything? Did you have anything else?
No, unfortunately, I didn't get a whole lot done this week, so I don't have anything to discuss or any questions or anything. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.